Alright guys, so on this one I'm going to take you through the practice section here, and this is my favorite section, and this is really where I designed the app based off of, was trying to develop custom practice plans for players and give them a roadmap on how to practice, time allocation, and what areas to work on based on your statistics to really get your game to where you want to hit with the goal section. So it's really all tying in to this part here, and so we're going to go ahead and click on the practice. And the first thing it's going to do is going to pull up kind of a preview of the plan here. So you got day one, day two, day three, because in the profile I put in that I was going to practice for 1 hour a day for 3 days a week. So this is taking me through what I should be doing. And this is going to update continuously based on the more rounds you put in and the more the app starts to calculate your statistics, it's going to keep updating it for you. Okay, and it's customizable too. So if you just didn't want to work on one of the areas here, you can always exit out. So let's say you didn't feel like hitting your driver that day, so you're going to exit that out. We're going to work on short iron shots, and we're going to work on our lag putting, which is putting speed. Now the challenge is, hopefully this is fixed by the time you see the video here. The challenges should have a link, so when you click on the challenges, if you actually tapped on that, it should bring up a description of what you're trying to do. So I've gotten some questions on what those are. Not sure where the links aren't working, but we're going to work hard and get that fixed ASAP for you. So for example, putting speed, I'm going to work on lag putting. So par 18 is a challenge where we're going to play basically a putting course. Putts from outside of 20 feet. So 20, 30, 40, anywhere, 60 up to 60 feet. You got to do something different every time. 18 different times, and you're obviously trying to two putt it or better. And the first challenge of par 18 might be to get uh, two or three over par, and then better, better, and better. So if we like that, we go ahead and click start, and we're going to start our plan. And this is going to lay out the time. We got our timer, we got our play button. So we'd click this to get going. Throw that in your pocket, and it'll alert you when it's time to move on. And the goal here is to stay disciplined. One of the best coaches of all time, John Wooden, never let his guys, no matter if they're doing bad at something or not, never let them go over the time limit so they could keep their structure and make sure they're working on every aspect they want to work on. And it's important in golf too, because a lot of times we get stuck on the driving range just working on our swing. We never get to our putting. We never get to our wedges. We never get to the sand. So it's important to stay with us and follow the timing here. And the timer will also keep track of how much physical time you're putting in practicing, and we'll be able to view that in our log. So let's go back here a minute, and let's just say you didn't quite like the plan that the grind laid out for you. You have the option to swipe over to My Plans, and you can add one. So there's a little tab here on the right. You can make up your own practice plan. So I'm going to add that, and it's going to still have the recommended, but let's just say I wanted to substitute. I don't want to work on my putting speed. I want to work on, we'll say, sand. So I click sand in there, and then I can do that. I can save that, and then my plan will show up there. I'll just tap it, and I can use that. So that's an option to do too. You can add that, or the other thing you could do, if you were using a coach and a coach wants you to work on something specific, they can do it. So I can actually make practice plans for my players. If I want them working on something specific, I'll upload a plan for them, and they'll find that in the coach section. So there's nothing there for me right now, but you'll get a notification saying your coach made a plan for you. So the easiest and the best recommended side is to follow the plan that the app lays out for you, and just hit the start button and do what it tells you to do. If you want to get a little more independent, you're welcome to use the My Plan section. There's our View Log section here, which because I just signed up for this account to do the demo here, doesn't have any time yet, but this will tell you in the View Log how much time you're spending on certain areas and a percentage of it. So if you start seeing that you're spending a certain percentage of time in one area, you can put that together with how your stats are either getting better or worse, so you can see uh, the comparison there, and that'll really give you a guide and to see if you need more of a mechanical work or just more work on practicing actually getting better and scoring. So that's the practice section. Again, there's a menu button in the top right corner if you need to get back to the profile at all. But that's our practice section. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, again, info@thegrindapp.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions, or if you have any issues, we'll get them solved for you immediately.